Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are happy and healthy. Welcome to the English class. Today we will study English grammar, chapter number 2, countable and uncountable nouns. So, students, as you all know that nouns have different kinds, and countable and uncountable nouns are also two main kinds of noun which we will study today. So let's begin with countable nouns. Countable nouns are the names of things, people, etc. which can be counted using numbers. As you all know, students, that nouns are the naming words and countable nouns are those nouns that refer to the name of people, places, things or animals which can be counted in numbers. So basically countable nouns are those nouns which can be counted in numbers. For example, sheep, people, money, etc. Here you can see that these are the three examples of countable nouns. Here sheep is given. Sheep you can easily count in numbers. For example, one sheep, two sheep, etc. People is here. You can count people also in numbers. Three people, four people, etc. And similarly, money. Money is a thing, and you can also count money. 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, and so on. So moving further, let's know more about countable nouns. Students, countable nouns can be singular or plural. Singular means one and plural means more than one. So all those nouns which can be counted can be singular or plural. For example, a book. Book is here, one book is here, so it will come in singular. And books, many books are there, so it will come in plural. Similarly, rose, a rose, one rose, and roses, which means more than one rose. So these are the two examples of countable nouns which can be singular or plural. Now moving further, let's have a look at some examples of countable nouns in sentences. First one is fruits are good for health. So students, in this sentence the word fruits is countable noun because we can easily count fruits like 2 apples, 4 bananas and so on. And second sentence is I like pink dress. So here the word dress is a countable noun. Why? Because we can easily count dresses in numbers. And the third one is birds are flying in the sky. Here the word birds is a countable noun because we can easily count birds also in numbers. Let's move further and know the second topic of our chapter, that is uncountable nouns. Students, uncountable nouns are just opposite of countable nouns. Now let's have a look. Uncountable nouns are the names for things that cannot be counted using numbers. So students, as countable nouns include the names of things which can be counted in numbers, uncountable noun refer to the names of those things that cannot be counted in numbers. And uncountable noun generally refer to the names for abstract ideas, qualities or physical objects that cannot be counted. For example, beauty. Beauty is a quality and we cannot count beauty in numbers. You cannot say one beauty, two beauty, etc. So beauty is an uncountable nouns example. Second one is rice. Rice is a physical object, or you can say a materialistic thing, but it is so small in size that we cannot count rice. And the third one is stars. Stars are so many in number that we cannot count stars, so it will also come in the examples of uncountable nouns. Now let's have a look at some of the examples of uncountable noun in sentences. First one is milk is a complete food. Here the word milk is an uncountable noun because we cannot count milk in numbers. Second one is I love my mother. Here the word love is a feeling and we cannot count feelings in number, so it is also an example of uncountable noun. And the third one is the sand on the beach was clean. Here the word sand is an uncountable noun because sand particles are so small in size that we cannot count them in numbers. So students, to sum up, we can say that countable nouns refers to the name of those things which can be counted in numbers. For example, shoes, cat, month. On the other hand, uncountable nouns refer to the name of those things which cannot be counted in numbers. They can be the names of any quality, idea, feeling, or any physical object which is either too small in size or too enormous that it cannot be counted. So students, this was all for today. Hope you must have understood the concepts of countable and uncountable nouns. These are very easy and important part of English grammar. We'll meet you in the next turn. Till then, take care.